Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's Weather for Weather Geeks time, Wednesday evening edition, getting in this sun a little later than usual. Had some technical difficulties earlier on this evening, but let's get to it. A quick review of the last 7 days shows that today really stands out. It felt a lot different today. Temperatures in the mid-70s this afternoon compared to the last 6 days. Yeah, that's a lot different. We've been in the lower, middle, and even upper 80s over the last week or so. So today was in my judgment, a welcome change. Time-lapse video from over Youngstown and YSU today on the first day of classes, I should say, at the YSU campus. We started with sun. Cumulus clouds build up pretty quickly, midday and afternoon. But they were just decorative. It was a sky that more resembles maybe early fall rather than mid to late summer. And of course, the big story today, other than the cool down and the pleasant weather, was of course the drier air that pushed in. Dew points dropped into the mid 50s and remained there for a lot of the day, even some lower 50s dew points at times today. What a nice change. Keep those windows open tonight. All right, forecast for tomorrow looks a little bit different than today. I think it'll be a little cloudier. Could there be a sprinkle or a shower? Yeah, absolutely, especially around the midday hours, maybe the first part of the afternoon. By evening, I think a lot of those are just about out of here. So if you're heading to the Zach Brown Band concert at the on campus at Stambaugh Stadium, I think we're going to be dry, but it's going to be cool. Temperatures dropping down into the 50s during the course of the evening, so a jacket, not a bad idea. So we go into the day on Friday. I think there can be some clouds around, maybe a small chance of a spritz or a sprinkle, mainly before lunchtime. But the day should end sunnier than it starts. Beautiful evening for high school football Friday evening, and then high pressure will build in and give us a fantastic weekend coming up. All right, hour-by-hour rain chances. On your Thursday, the hourly rain chances never get that high, but still, grab the umbrella in the morning just in case. So there's a spritz, a sprinkle, a shower. It's going to be a possibility for a good chunk of the morning and the midday. All right, quick detour down to the tropics this evening. This is a system that kind of got its act together once again after kind of dying off. This is Harvey, which will become certainly a pretty good tropical storm and perhaps even a hurricane before it makes landfall in Texas. Now, if it stays a tropical storm, the wind won't be the big story with this. If it becomes a hurricane, it'll be a combination of wind and rain that'll be a big story. But either way, rain is going to be a big problem for Texas with this. As we go through the next several days, this is going to be off the end of the color legend here. You get into some of these deep purples and, some parts of southeast Texas, Corpus Christi up to Houston and inland even, will get well more than 10 inches. There's going to be some places down here that could see 20, 30 inches of rain before Harvey is done with southeastern Texas. So again, if it becomes a hurricane, there'll be a wind threat as well. If it stays a tropical storm, the wind won't be as big of a deal, but either way, yeah, it's going to be a big problem for Texas in terms of heavy rain. Let's actually skip that graphic, and I want to talk about the longer range with you for just a second. Let's stop the loop, and I want to head back and not put the loop on. Let's look at this. This is the European model. Next 15 days, looking at the upper levels here. The blues colors, of course, indicating generally cool weather. The oranges, red weather, or oranges and reds, warm weather. And what happens with Harvey? It's too early to say whether or not Harvey will eventually impact us. If it does, if the remnants impact us with some rain, it would be towards next weekend. We're just too far away to know that. But we can look at the overall pattern here as we go through time. And, I've been singing this song again for most of the week that there's no signs of heat, sustained heat in the longer range as the Canfield Fair gets underway, middle of next week. Notice trough of low pressure dominating across the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley, and that will mean that it's not going to get very warm. We're going to have a hard time getting above 80 in this kind of pattern. Certainly no 90s in store for the Canfield Fair this year, at least through the first few days of the fair. Maybe towards Labor Day it tries to warm up a little bit, but just doesn't look to me like any sort of late summer surge of heat coming our way. Thanks for watching tonight's abbreviated edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Sorry it got online a little bit late. Again, some technical difficulties. This will actually be the last Weather Geeks video of the week. Tomorrow I have a little bit of a different schedule, and then Friday I'm actually working in the morning. So you will not see me Friday evening. A little scheduling challenge here. Just needed the morning off, and so I'm going to help her out and work Friday morning. So thanks for watching again tonight, and I'll see you back here for more Weather Geeks on Monday. Check out my forecast tonight at 11 and tomorrow at 6 and 11.